Boundaries in marriage require two ingredients to be done in a good way. Now, if you missed this week's episode, the whole point is that boundaries should allow us to say no to the behavior and still say yes to the marriage, at least when we're talking about using boundaries with our spouse, the person that we're pledged to spend our life with. We want to do that in a careful way, a way that honors the sanctity of that relationship. So the two ingredients that I think make boundaries make sense in a marriage are, first off, conditional, secondly, protective. Now, I think that an easy way to understand why these two words work so well is actually to just invert them, and we'll understand that this is exactly how we don't want to do boundaries. So, what we don't want are unconditional boundaries that are punitive. I mean, just think about that for a moment. Unconditional boundaries means there's nothing you can do to lift the boundary. It's totally arbitrary. It's totally just to my own discretion. Whenever I feel like you've had enough of this boundary, that's when the boundary comes up. There's no condition you can meet to lift this boundary. On the flip side, we have punitive. The goal of the boundary is to teach you a lesson. I'm going to make sure you feel it. I'm going to make sure you're hurting. I'm going to make sure that you feel the squeeze of this boundary so that you change your behavior. That's the point. But that's not how boundaries should work in marriage. So what I'm going to tell you is that in marriage, we need boundaries that are conditional and protective. What that means is that we are trying to figure out what is that actual harmful behavior that they're doing. How can I articulate that in a way that's simple but still truthful? What is that disregard for safety? What's the condition that indicates there is a disregard for safety in this relationship right now? And then secondly, protective. What is the thing I can do to keep myself safe? If that boundary doesn't have a consequence on them, if they don't care that you walk out of the room because they're starting to yell, okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how they feel about it. You still are protecting yourself. Mission accomplished. Likewise, if you have a very small step of protection and they really don't like it, again, what does it take to keep you safe? That's what we're trying to think about. This makes it so that when you're talking about your boundary with your spouse, again, it's much easier to do so, and you can do it in a good faith way. And of course, the whole point of having a conditional boundary is that when that condition has been met, it comes down, right? When that harmful condition is no longer there, the regard for safety has been restored, the boundary comes down. Now, if you want to learn how to actually set these boundaries, what does the process look like to set these boundaries? You'll have to go listen to the episode for that because I'm out of time in this video. Either way, thanks for watching. I'll hope to see you on the next one. I hope this gave you something to think about.